23 putts to do that.
66 for Georgia Hall, and here is Yu Jin Sung, just 20 years old, plays on the KLPGA, played last week, as a matter of fact, at the season. Georgia Hall would certainly fit the description of the kind of winners we've had in this event.
No question about it. And she's been on a tear recently with 2 second-place finishes.
Looking for someone to fist bump. That's been a theme this week. Christina Kim has won 3 times on the LPGA Tour. None since 2014. Young Lucy Lee in her rookie season on the LPGA Tour. She's got this putt for par. Grant Boone and Karen Stupples. We've been waiting for Lucy, Karen, and here she is on the LPGA Tour.
Tee's been moved up again today for these players, measuring 121 yards. The greens are pretty firm.
And that was a little bit of a scoop to the right. Will it catch the slope? Just a little. Not too bad.
The rookie from Thailand, Natakrita Wongtawilap, finishing up her second round. This is Sophia Schubert, a rookie last year, and Karen, the close call at the Evian Championship for Sophia.
Well, I think that was a little breakthrough moment for her, you know, to put herself in that position and to realize that, you know, my game can hold up against the best in the world. And she's a US amateur champion as well, so she's had her hands on.
Shibuno last year to win here at Hoakalei, and here is Shibuno with a tap-in birdie at the first.
You can do all the calculating with the wind, but it comes down to striking it solidly. That one sounded good.
Sure was.
Hit it pretty squarely, though, didn't it?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
From the back of the 15th green down the hill. And into the hole. What a putt. How about that, too?
How about this week?
Well, as a sponsor invite, I mean, that's impressive.
Speaking of major champions and winners here of this championship, Brooke Henderson at 2.
A good angle from the right-hand side of the fairway with a sand wedge. Needed one more roll. Hate it when that happens.
IK's always been really good with her wedges, so I expect a really good shot here.
At the second, Corpuz for birdie.
Over at the third now, Amy Olsen for a birdie. She could use one.
There you go.
After getting to +2, that gets her back to within a shot of being even par.
Rolling up on the face, that's been a common theme this week with this rough. She had a decent lie, great angle into this hole.
She's going to be rewarded for that.
So get her to -5. Picking up right where she left off last year, did everything but win this championship. And a couple more revolutions there. She might have had something.
Coming off a little bit of a downhill lie.
You were talking about the support she's getting from the local fans out here, Kay.
Champion winners of this event.
Here's one of those winners, Brooke Henderson, second shot at 3. How about it? Another good one there.
Because it's similar, and she wants to see what this ends up doing downhill into the wind. Pretty dead straight, I'd say.
Yeah, she showed her the exact line, that's for sure.
She made 8 birdies along with 4 bogeys yesterday. And gets her first one today.
It plays into the wind as well, and really have to be very disciplined with your targets and committed with your shots into that hole.
Nasa tied for 5th, trying to stay there at the 2nd. What'd you say, Angela? Left it in the right spot?
I think it's because of the houses, Kay, that it's swirling around in there.
No, I think it's beyond the houses.
Okay.
Maybe a little effect to that, but I just think overall the trend is that there's a lot of clouds over the mountains in the distance.
Excuse me, stay at +1 and trying to make the cut. Get herself a tee time at Hoakalei this weekend. And that'll help there. A little mini fist bump there. Over at 3 now. Here's Shibuno for a birdie. Did everything but go in there. So she will have to settle for a par and stay at -4.
Enters it, and I think she got a little more bounce than sand there.
Here's Ayaka flew away for a birdie. Back to 3rd.
She has 88 yards downwind. Green's a little firm, so they were expecting a bounce. She got it.
Stacey Lewis at the 3rd, trying to get to -3. Got a good tournament going here. And that will help. That was just a moment ago.
I know you've watched Stacey a lot through the years. What impresses you about her?
She's just so mentally tough. I mean, and you know, if you've been through physical.
Well, here's a good look at the 20-year-old from Thailand, Natakrita Wangtawilat, for 3rd shot at the par 5 18th.
Welcome back to Hoakalei on the island of Oahu. This is Yeoju Kim, the holder of the Lotte Championship trophy, or 3rd at the 5th.
Coming in from a nice angle, able to play up the entire length of the screen.
Great call, Kay.
A bunker shot for Nasa Hataoka.
This is the same bunker Kay was talking about yesterday. Dead into the wind.
Nearly dead into the hole, so Nasa will save par.
She actually hit driver off the deck for her 2nd, but squirted it right into the rough, had an awkward yardage angle, and the ball did not make the green, came back to her, and having to scramble now for a par.
And this is Yeoju Kim for a birdie at 5.
Trying to shave off 2 shots on the bogey 6 that she made here yesterday, and does so.
Okay, nicely judged there. And Sophia Schubert, who is +6, got to make something happen pretty fast if she wants to get a weekend tee time at Hoakalei. That's a pretty good shot there.
Yeah, she did very well. I think the fact there's a little bit into the wind there for her, that helped.
One of the rookies on the LPGA Tour, Kum Kang Park, par putt.
Oh, yes.
Schubert over at the par 5 5th for a birdie. She's at +6. She could use one right about now. Going to break left.
There you go.
And right into the hole. Hinako Shibuno for a birdie at the par 5 to get to -5. That's a good one there. That one was hit with some conviction right there.
At the 8th, Mooney He. Right back at the 8th, this is Lauren Hartledge.
Here's Hataoka's 3rd at the 5th, Angela.
She has 57 yards. This green is sloped back to front, so it's almost like hitting into a little bit of a backstop, but that one jumped. That was That was strange. I haven't seen any balls do that today.
Here's Hoakalei's birdie attempt a little longer than she wanted, Angela.
Yes, and she's just trying to make a good putt at this point.
Oh, how about it?
How about that comeback?
At the 8th, Lauren Hartledge to move to 5 under. This would be a share of 6th.
This was just earlier, Brianna Doe, who made the only birdie of the day at the 8th hole. This putt was for 3 birdies in a row, trying to fight her way back. 3-3-2. She plays those last 3 holes on that opening 9. I like the stroke I'm seeing from her, though, with left hand low. A lot of players, when they switch to that, tend to drag the putter. Not Brooke, though. Look at that. Beautiful putt there. Yep,
that
fill it up
was
is correct.
I'm just trying to smooth the wedge in here.
Yeah, good shot.
Okay, that's a good shot, just past hole high. Yeoju Kim now for her par. That's a good solid stroke there.
But that plane more like 140. Yeah, that looked like a pretty nice shot. Brought that trajectory down beautifully. Karen, I always like to think of the hole being maybe 1 or 2 feet further away.
Yep.
Rather than trying to punch it, you know.
Karen, I recall you had a bit of success on back-to-back par 5s.
It's pretty fun if you can eagle one and albatross the next one.
Yeah, she'll have to settle for a tap-in birdie.
You see a lot more players chipping from off the green because it's so grainy.
That's a little bit lower trajectory. That's the one you liked, right, Kay?
That was ideal. Almost perfect.
He's at +2. Gonna finish strong here. Make the cut, play the weekend. That one scampers on up just behind the hole. That's a good shot there. Chance for a birdie. That would pick up a lot of ground.
If it were 70, the 2 overs would be in, but it's not.
Yeah, you just never know what's going to happen by the end of the day. Here's IK Kim now. Over at the 9th. That one's nicely judged. And just behind the hole. And Strom for a birdie here. She's in a little bit of uncharted territory for her right now, this close to the lead. Doesn't seem to be bothering her at all.
Not one bit.
Yeah.
She'll only play this probably like a 90, 95 yard shot. Have to guard against going long into the bunker.
Well, Lindbergh over at the 3rd hole is for a birdie. She's trying to get to -5.
I do think there's a tremendous amount of pressure, Mark, like when you finally get your first LPGA Tour win. It's a major championship.
And now NASA has a look for birdie. Should move a little right to left.
How about that?
Boom. There you go.
Wow, what a putt.
Yeah, she's not dialed in with that putter today. Even great putters can miss putts.
And it's consistently missed right here in the last.
Yeah. Great shot.
114 yards back into the stiff wind. Out of the rough. How's it going to react out of the rough? Looking good.
It's going to react really nicely is how it's going to react. Wow.
This is Sarah Jane Smith.
Well, and earlier on this year, she won in Australia, and to win as a mother, it's mightily impressive because everything's changed for her.
At the 10th, Stacey Lewis for birdie.
This putt should move a little right to left.
And down. Start to the 12th. We're going to get over to the 13th.
This is Grace Kim just earlier, her second shot. And it is a beauty, absolute beauty there.
It just seems like every country that's there, from top to bottom, is so strong. And it just shows how great women's golf is right now. And we watch her make another birdie.
Steeply downhill initially, then it flattens out.
Goes hard to the right. Very few players have read enough break, but she did. Wow. How about that 4?
There. That's more like the Hyoju we're used to seeing.
Only 5 birdies all day.
Not surprised.
12th to 13.
I bet they were all putts over 15 feet.
Yeah.
Grace Kim with a putt that's certainly not a 15-footer. Here is Strom's third shot at the par 5. Laid it well back. The hole we've had a few players take a rip at it, but very narrow. And when you hit a shot like that, why take the chance? That one almost went in. Really nice. Very nicely done there. Over 13 just a moment ago. This was Sarah Jane Smith. She's already chipped one in at this point today. And that
Whoa, back to
double chocolate chip. How about it? That'll lower your score quickly.
You can watch these flags on the 18th grandstand. Have a pretty good idea that you're dead into the wind with a wedge in your hand is really tough. That was very good.
Yeah, nice.
Over 11, Stacey Lewis for a 4 at the par 5. Lost interest in that one quickly.
It wasn't the strike that she was looking for.
Back at the 6th, Pernilla Lindberg.
That was well controlled downwind.
Yeah.
Oh, she got that to land softly and sit down nicely.
Yeah, she kind of turned away right when she hit it, like she didn't like it.
Encouraging one another here, playing together, Strom and Lindberg.
I think that there's a lot to be said for that. Depending on your group, there's a comfort with playing with somebody that you're friendly with, and the caddies are all getting along, and it just makes for an easy couple of days of it. You can laugh at your badge.
This was just earlier. Sue O playing alongside Linnea Strom, using the putter through about 4 or 5 feet of the closely mown area, down the hill, and rattles the flagstick.
That rolled so nicely through
really
that fringe.
Yeah.
Again, another opportunity for IK with a wedge in her hand. I expect this to be pretty close.
Oh, how about that little crystal ball? See if IK Kim can hold one here at 13.
She has made all pars today. She's being very patient.
That was a good one there.
There you go.
Mark, this for back-to-back birdies. She holed a lengthy putt at the last hole. Oh, and she's
hold another
coming
one here.
alive.
How about it? Here's Strom on the tee at -6. She's 2 behind. Launches this one way up into the air. And brings it down softly. That's a beautifully struck shot.